me why I tuck my back toe in Hanuman, and if there was a certain reason for that. So this video, I'm going to answer that question. There's a couple of reasons. First of all, it's just a variation. The classical posture is untucked, okay? Hanumanasana. However, the classical asana, and just a starting point, I've personally studied in a variety of traditions, and I've learned something different from all of them. And one thing I did learn is that yoga, it's a fluid, living thing. You don't have to get stuck in, this is the way to do it, because there's different ways to do the different poses. This is my better side. So most people have one side that they're a little bit more open than the other. But the first reason that I tuck my toe is, like I said, it's a variation. The second reason is it helps me to bring this back leg hip forward. So if you've ever done Hanuman, which if you're watching this you must have, or have tried, one of the challenges is to bring this back leg hip forward. It's the same issue that we encounter when we're doing Virabhadrasana #1, the first warrior. So when you tuck your toe, it just gives you more leverage, and you can kind of push. And you can see that I can actually kind of straighten my leg. I can get my knee off the ground, and it creates an incredible opening in the front of this hip, which is one of the main challenges to Hanuman, and backbending poses in general. And so Hanuman is opening what one of my teachers called the backbend line, which goes this line here. I used to say to my students, from nip to knee, you want to make that long, okay? So once you've got yourself established and you've gotten your hip forward, then you can just let your toe go. And then going into the other side. And another thing I like to do, which might be a little bit out of the box and breaking the rules of some teachers, is I like to rock, because it just helps me with the energy flow, and it helps me get in the pose. It helps me relax. And so that's another secret of getting into Hanuman, is you have to relax. And many Western students of yoga are doing it from the point of view of their will. So they're trying to will themselves or muscle themselves into a pose. And what's worked for me is to find my own way, and to take the jewels, to take the nuggets from all my different teachers, and not take any one thing as gospel. So I like to rock a little bit until I find myself comfortable in the pose. Then I like to do the bows. The back bend and the forward bend. And then beyond here, there's other variations. So Hanuman just isn't Hanuman. There is actually, so traditionally we're taught to bring the back leg hip forward, which is, what I explained. But there's another variation where you actually turn the back foot out, like that. And it's much more of an open. It's kind of more of like a gymnast splits. Okay? But it just works your groin in another way. It opens your groin in a different way. So it's actually good to do both variations. It's good not to be stuck in a box. Some of the variations I like to do are these forward bending variations. I'm reaching to the far side of my leg for the forward bend, and then the reverse forward bend. So now my shoulder is in front of my front leg, and striving to roll my navel up to the ceiling. And
These are just kind of fun, interesting variations. So my point is there's many variations for Hanuman. And again, yoga and your asana practice, it's alive, it's yours, and you can play, you can be creative, you don't have to be in a box.
When you come out of Hanuman, since it's an asymmetrical pose, it's always really important to do something symmetrical and just to let your body resettle, to re-stabilize. But yeah, there's several things that need to be done before you get in the pose, but for today, this is just going to be a short video, and I hope you found this helpful. If you would like to know anything more about preparing for Hanuman, then please put that in the comments. Thank you so much. Namaste.